I'm smiling because I heard just quite possibly one of the funniest ideas for how to convey who this week's Hot Ones guest is. And all I could think about was South Park. Because South Park did the perfect way to make fun of this. Okay, before I get into that, though, I have to talk about my low, my high, my act of kindness. My low was, I kind of procrastinated a little bit getting out of bed. My high was yesterday, my mom and I talked some things out, considering that we've kind of been at each other's throats for a little while, and it was good. And we all got together, went to Elbow Room for dinner, had wings and fries. It was awesome, and yeah, that was great. And my act of kindness was I actually did a favor for my uncle yesterday. So, yeah, all in all, it was a very, very, very good day. I mean, yeah, I know I said yesterday that, in terms of trying to get 51 days out of the 100 that are good out of the 100, if I don't say anything, no news is good news. But yeah, I can say, yesterday was a good day. So that's 4 in a row. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good ratio so far, if you ask me. So that said, good morning and happy Tuesday, everyone. It's Tuesday, and okay, I have to talk about this. And the only way I can really say it is, I am Lord. Yeah. Yes, this week's Hot Ones guest is Lord. Man, here's the thing that you're going to find really funny. I know who Lord is. In fact, I have a couple of her songs on my iPod. Of course, Royals is one of them. But I'll be honest, Lord was so far gone from anyone I would think of to be a Hot Ones guest. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot she existed. And so I look up who this week's Hot Ones guest is no. They don't really have Lord, do they? Oh, I'm going to get some mileage out of this. So, yeah. Well, it's close. The only reason why Royals is even a song on my iPod is because I watch Todd in the Shadows. And whenever, at the end of the year, he does a top 10 best hit songs and top 10 worst hit songs of that particular year. And I want to say it was 2012 when Royals, by Lord, made that list. It wasn't the best song of 2012, but it was on the list. I believe Take Care by Rihanna was number one. I'd have to look that up, but pretty sure. But, still a good song. I like that song. I mean, I don't actively listen to it as much as other songs, but it's good. And Lord has some great melodies, but honestly, the only reason why Lord really became popular in later years was because of how South Park made fun of her. If you don't know, Stan Marsh's dad, Randy, in South Park, is the alter ego of Lord. Or Lord is his alter ego. You decide. And the way they go about doing this is great. There are times they don't even hide Randy's mustache. Or if they do, it's that little white, already shaven line or whatever. And you can clearly tell it's Stan Marsh with a wig on. But everyone in South... See, that's why South Park can be funny. Because they can take, the most obvious joke. The kind of joke where one hides in plain sight. Kind of like what you would see in, Looney Tunes. If you see, I don't know, Bugs Bunny dressed up as a woman to fool people like Elmer Fudd and Yosemite Sam. And it works. And they even make Randy sing like Lord. Only it's Randy singing, so he's trying to do like, I am Lord, yeah, yeah, yeah. Feeling good, yeah, 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 yeah. And they just do that the entire time. It's hysterical. And I can't help but smile at this. I think we're going to be in for a great Hot Ones episode in a couple of days. But, we have to wait and see. Oh, I am very tired. So that said, okay, what I'm about to talk about, I kind of should have seen coming because this was from WatchMojo and they're not really the most reliable. But yesterday they came out with a video of the top 10 anime series finales that everyone hates. And one of these finales on this list, number 7, I believe, was Gurren Lagann. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, I have talked about Gurren Lagann several times in the past. I did an initial thoughts after watching the entire series all the way through. I did another video having watched it a second time all the way through. And while I will fully admit I am in no way, shape, or form an expert on the series, I can definitely say 2 things. 1, it really will change your life if you give it a chance. And 2, if you thought the finale was bad, then I am sorry, you're an idiot. And here's what WatchMojo said. Are we going to complain about 2 giant mecha that are the size of literal galaxies in the universe fighting each other? No, we're not. Are we going to complain about how, because the anti-spiral race was defeated, therefore Nia could no longer exist, and therefore, right as Simone was about to marry Nia vanishes? No, we're not. For the record, that's the exact same reason why I was not even remotely sad about how Samurai Jack ended, by the way. What we're mad about, and this is what they're saying, what we're mad about is how at the very end of the series, Simone becomes a sort of reclusive, vagrant-looking, wandering traveler. And the problem with that is, and this is according to WatchMojo, Simone literally saved the universe. Like, give the man a proper ending. Make all that suffering he went through, with all the loss he went through, all the highs, make all of you went through worth it, right? Here's why I do not in any way, shape, or form have a problem with this. And I'm sure anyone out there with half a brain could probably tell you this too. If you actually watch Gurren Lagann from start to end, like episode 1 all the way to episode 27, you could actually binge watch it in a day or a weekend. Do what you like. Simone really was just a simple guy. He never really wanted much out of life. He never thought that he'd one day save the entire universe. He really would have just been just as happy, just living underground for the rest of his life as a digger and doing what he knew how to do, which was dig. And Some people like to attribute the beginning of Gurren Lagann Simone as sort of like a blank slate, kind of a meh character. And he really only got better when characters like Kamina and Yoko and Kitan and everyone else help him open up and come out of his shell a little bit. And I agree. But more often than not, stories like these follow the hero's journey. And that's what this was. And in the end, whether we as an audience liked how it ended or not, Simone got to live exactly how he wanted. I mean, there's even a part during the finale, right after Nia disappears, where everyone's like, wait, Simone, you have the power of the spiral. You could bring Nia back. You could bring all of our friends who died back. And you know what Simone wound up saying? No, I won't do it. And here's why. And this is actually, it's a hard lesson to learn and accept, but it is something we all have to do. If we wasted our time and energy and resources bringing back who or whatever's lost or is gone, you wouldn't have the time, energy, or resources to pay attention to what you already have right now. More importantly, you really wouldn't have the time, energy, or resources to focus on the future. Like, yes, is it sad when someone passes on? Of course it is. I lost my grandfather back in January of 2018 before the pandemic started, and I think about him every day. You better believe I'm sad. Is it, do I wish he was back, and would I give anything? Let me tell you something. I would give anything known to man to bring my grandfather back. Yeah, I know I've said before that right before he died, he said he was disappointed in me, and honestly, that bothers me 100 million times more than all the good things in life he did for me. I admit to that, but you know what? That doesn't change the fact that I still miss him. And he's gone. And there's nothing I can do to bring him back. And I'll always think about him. But I can't spend the rest of my life wishing this. I have more important things to worry about. And frankly, I mean, I have my family now. My mother, my father, my brother, my sister-in-law, my nephews, my grandparents who are still alive. You know, everyone else in my family, all my friends, my brothers from Trinity Poly, the good people at Horseheads, like lots of people. You know, I could just as easily spend all of my time, energy, and resources, you know, being around them and being happy around them and talking to them. And I'll guarantee, even though I can't really prove it, I could live a far richer life doing that. The way Gurren Lagann ended is a similar thing. Simone did what he wanted to do. He never thought he'd be the savior of the universe. He never thought he'd be the leader of humanity after they defeated the Beastmen. You know, or again, save the universe from the anti-spirals. He was just a simple, ordinary guy who wanted to live a simple, ordinary life. And that's exactly what he did. That's why I have no problem with how Gurren Lagann ended. And this is actually a lesson that we can all live by. Sometimes the best things that you get out of life really can come from the simplest of places or things. At least that's how I interpret it as. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe I'm not thinking about this enough. Either way, I'm actually really glad that, I sort of talked about this, because I really do need to focus more on what I have in life. I really do. I mean, I am making videos every day. I have that going for me. That's not going to stop. And it never will. I feel better now. Like, favorite, chat, the subscribe button, follow me on social platforms, sharing on YouTube. I am very humbled in this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy for today. I'm hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Remember, if there's want to talk to channel, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.